boys and girls. Thanks for joining Miss Lindsay for another Kids Club. This one's a little bit special. It is all about Hawaii. And yes, I have my sea turtle joining us today. And I can't wait to make a really awesome craft with you. And we're going to do a few hula dance steps. I am not a professional hula dancer for any means. Nor is it in my heritage or anything, but I just absolutely appreciate the culture, and I think it's something that we should learn together, and I think it's going to be really fun. Are you guys ready? Me too. Okay, so let's talk a little bit about what we're making today. So what we're making is going to be called a lei. It is a traditional floral necklace that they present to you. Each flower is from a different island, so it varies from place to place, which is really, really neat. So it has significance to that special island. As you know, Hawaii has multiple little islands. They also have lots of volcanoes and, of course, pineapple. And then they have wild chickens and boars and all kinds of really, really, really awesome things. It is a very, very awesome place to visit at some point, and yeah, it's one of our very own islands that people love to vacay to. So let's go ahead and make our leis, yeah? Okay, so to make our leis, you're gonna come by the library and visit Miss Lindsay or anybody else at staff, and you're gonna pick up one of the bags that has multiple flowers, different pretty colors, and then you're gonna get a bag with some straw and some string already cut to the size that you need. And then all that we're gonna do is we're gonna put it together. You ready? Yeah. So Miss Lindsay has way more than she needs, but she's just gonna kind of give you an idea what you do here. So as a rule of thumb, you're basically gonna take your thumb and you're gonna measure your straw pieces out. So you should probably get 1, 2, 3, maybe, I'm terrible at math. Can you guys help me? Let's say, how many do you think you can get out of this? I think we can get 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 cuts. And that'll give us a pretty good lei, don't you think? Yeah. Okay, so let's follow directions. And it says 2 inches a piece. So let's do 2 inches. Can we do that? I don't know. I'm a little nervous. Let's rock it. They'd be doing their own things. It's a little shorter than 2 inches. Be careful. They seem to be popping away like firecrackers. Pa-pow, 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 pa-pow. Appropriate. I'm just gonna leave. It looks like I totally messed up. I'm terrible. Alright, so we got our pieces, and if they're a little short and big, wonky, that's okay. We're totally gonna use them anyway. Pick up any flyaway pieces that decided to launch across like little rockets. Okay, you got your pieces? Now, first we're gonna start off with 1 straw piece. Take your string, take a really good strong piece. Now pick a good color that you love. I'm gonna start with this really pretty peach because I love peaches. They're one of my favorite fruits. Miss Lindsay talks about fruit a lot because she's always eating and hungry. So what you're gonna do is take your string and put your straw on there. You're gonna tie a good chunk of it just to keep the straw in place. Also help you with your flowers. Okay, now you got this really good piece. Now what color do you think would go with peach? I'm gonna say purple. Okay, we're gonna fold them so they kind of look realistic, kind of like fluffy flowers. Okay, now we pull it to here. Now you see the string? Now I'm gonna come back around and tuck the string piece back through the hole of the flower because I want my flower to stay there. See what I'm talking about? I'm going to tuck it up next to the straw very gently. Okay, now we're there.
go. Okay, now we have the start of our lei. Now we're going to do another straw piece. And for contrast color, I'm going to go with green. I think it goes, I like my colors to be a little polar opposites on the color chart. So contrast color is basically the opposite way. So you've got things that like yellow and blue don't really mix. You know, gets a little crazy, but I like to mix those colors. I don't know about you. If you're a little wild like Miss Lindsay, that's cool. Alright, now we do another flower. Now see how that's gonna fall through? Can't have that. That's not gonna work. Nope, we're gonna tighten it up. Make sure our flower's gonna be nice and stuck. Come on, flower, be our friend. Be pretty when I do my dances. Okay, now let's do our next one. I'm gonna say this seems cool. So let's do red. It's getting a little crazy. So you can dip this in water, or you can keep fighting it, and it might get all frilly. So you may have a parent help you and get you a glass of water so you can dip this in just a little bit, not too much. Now this should fit your little kids. If you're a parent trying to do this or an adult, it's probably not going to fit your neck. I say probably instead of 18 inches, 22-inch string. So I'm really sorry about that. Next, we're going to do our steps. You guys ready? I'm ready. Woo!
Okay, so let's go ahead and do some of the moves for a hula dance. So as you know, this one is called Us, and it is Rain. And this one is Moon. This one, whoop, gotta point your foot that way, and then do it this way, is Wind. See how it looks like the wind is forcing away. And this, with your feet in, is Sun. Okay, and this is palm trees. See how I'm swaying like palm trees? Okay, so that's just a few of the hula moves. And then also, we're going to talk about how there's different. We have Tahitian, which is a different one, and then we also have Samoan, and then we have Tongan. Pretty cool things, right? Lots of information being thrown at you. So the 6 base moves that traditionally make up hula are kahalo. One foot steps to the side and the other foot follows with 2 steps, then back to the other one, down to the count of 4. Cow is the swaying of the hips from side to side, kind of like we're doing our palm trees. Kawelu is the heel taps the floor with the toes remain on the ground. That's a little hard. The other foot steps forward and back for 2 or more repetitions. The feet are reversed and the process is repeated. Next is the hula. Knees are kept bent with the body weight on one hip while the opposite foot and leg are stretched out to form an angle of 45 degrees from the body. Uwihi step with one foot up while the foot lowers back to the ground and heels biff left and back up, pushing the knees forward whilst the hips sway. Repeated on the other foot. Wow. Amihi, hips rotations in a circular motion. So, that's kind of like a hula hoop. Hula hula. And if anything, you can just dance and sway to the music. You don't have to do this perfect, but traditionally they did this while worshiping and praising their gods, and it was just a tradition for them to connect with the earth and all those fun things. Pretty cool, huh? Okay, let's go ahead and do our first dance. Sway your hips, kind of like you're doing a hula. Yeah, hula hoop, get it? Wink, wink. And then good job. And basically you're just gonna dance and sway and kind of like you're a palm tree in the wind. And really, this sculpture was so in tune with nature, and it is probably one of the most fascinating things about them. Don't you think? I'm so glad you guys joined me, and as you can see, I kind of just made some things to go along with today, and I really hope that you come swing by and pick up books about sea turtles in Hawaii and all this really fun stuff that we did today. Bye!